By the end of today's episode, you'll know how to handle on-screen or stage kisses when you're in a relationship. Fun topic. Welcome to the Actor's Career Compass, where we help aspiring screen actors find high-quality auditions, sign with great agents, and book major roles in legit productions. I'm your host, Martin Benson, and today I'll be covering what to do if kissing scenes are part of the role you've booked, and how to keep your partner in the loop without causing too much drama. All right, so acting and relationships together are kind of tricky. Stage kisses can feel very real to the person who's watching, even though, you as an actor just know that it's part of the job. Your partner might say that they're cool with it until they see it, and then they're not. So let's walk through this step by step. First off, we have to be clear on what you care about more, okay? Is your relationship more important than the role, or is it the other way around? Now, of course, I'm not going to say that it has to be one or the other, but you do have to be clear on which one you actually care most about, because that's going to determine if friction starts to come up, which way you have to go, unfortunately. Now, I'm going to assume for this video that your relationship is more important than the role, okay? But if it's not, then I guess feel free to ignore the advice I'm going to share and just take the role, okay? All right, so step one, talk early and clearly with your partner, okay? So before you accept a role that includes kissing or some other romantic stuff, mention exactly what kind of intimacy is involved. Be honest about your boundaries and your partners, and don't just say, there's a kiss. Say, there's a peck in Act 1 and a longer makeout scene in Act 2. This way, no one's going to get surprised later when they see it, okay? Now, if the person is uncomfortable and really doesn't want you to do the scene, ask them why, and then see if you can talk through the issues that they have. If they're firm on it, though, of course, again, it's up to you to decide what's more important, your relationship or booking the role. Now, step two, if they say I'm fine with it, which is usually going to be the case, or they're going to be like, oh, I guess it's okay, and it's going to kind of be a little bit awkward, but so they say that they're fine with it, but you know that they're not. You should be ready for that kind of response, okay? So if it's a television show or a film, it's likely not going to come out for a long time, so there's less to worry about. But if it's a theatrical performance that they might come and see, and a performance that you're going to do again and again and again every single night, you have to keep kissing this person over and over again, well, they might have some stronger feelings, right? So you want to reassure them a little bit, like, listen, I get it. I thought it wouldn't bother you, but it did. That's okay. And you're going to tell them that it really doesn't mean anything to you, and it's just a performance. But unfortunately, because you signed a contract, you do have to complete the show. Now, you can tell them that you'll try not to book those kinds of roles in the future, or at minimum, just ask them what their thoughts are on that. Like, are you okay if, an occasional role like this does come up in the future? Like, I'll try to keep things minimal if possible. You might want to even do some extra special things for your partner when you book roles like this, right? To kind of make up for the fact, make them feel loved and cared for more than normal, which can help them deal with it more easily. Like, get them some gifts or flowers or something that's nice that makes them feel special. Take them out, spend more time with them, right? Text them while you're on set. Be like, hey, how are you today? Thinking about you, etc. And this way they kind of feel like you're not just fully focused on this other random person that you're kissing, okay? Remember, this isn't your fault. A good partner shouldn't make you feel bad for chasing your dream, especially if you're only doing those kinds of roles sometimes. Now, if you're doing kissing, make-out roles all the time and you're actively seeking them out, then yeah, that's a different story, okay? I am not a therapist or a psychiatrist, so don't take this as like specific advice, but If you do feel a lot of extra stress in these kinds of situations, or it is negatively impacting your relationship, there's definitely couples therapists you may even be able to find like online and stuff who can help you work through these types of things as well. Being in a relationship and being a working actor with kissing scenes, it's difficult, but it doesn't have to be a deal breaker. It just takes communication, honesty, and boundaries. Now, I would love to hear from you, okay? If you're watching on YouTube, I'd like for you to leave a comment starting with, if my partner was an actor who had a kissing scene, I'd handle it like this. Let's see who's got the healthiest mindset or the most creative boundaries, okay? And I'll try to respond to as many of the comments as I can. Thanks for listening. Now, if you want to dive deeper on relationships, I highly recommend checking out an episode that I did called How to Deal with Unsupportive Family and Friends in Your Acting Career, which is episode number 104. I talk about how to have productive conversations with people that you care about to hopefully get them on board with your acting career. Again, that's episode number 104, How to Deal with Unsupportive Family and Friends in Your Film Acting Career. And it's on the Actor's Career Compass. And if you found the podcast helpful, I would really appreciate if you could take a minute to leave a review. It does help more actors find the podcast too. So you just go to ratetothispodcast.com/actor success. Lastly, if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, you can learn more about how that works on my website, martinbenson.com. I'd love to speak with you, and we'll see if you'd be a good fit for the coaching program. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.